and I think unless you're really trying to focus on best plays, gets all the wins, taking Imsicle from the start's too fun. It's always going to be a high roll required win, unless you just get regular units and forget that you have it, and then do a complete flip if you get a Transcend Imp. But I don't know. That doesn't seem very fun. 2 Titan's Gratitudes, 2 Vine Grafts, and a Mollusk Mage. They're going to hit for a lot. 10 damage, 0 energy cost card. Seems good. Lack of scaling, damage from Slay? Maybe, yeah. So taking the other prince and getting some of the slays. Possibly could have done some stuff. I guess it just comes down to what your goal is. I'm probably never going to build a Brawler 3. And I think that's the only time I'd ever even try. Just so that I could have a whole bunch of Rage Imps and a Transcend Imp. Make him hit for like 200 times 5. You know? So if I'm taping Imsicle, what's the point of doing it if I'm just going to run a regular Slay or Wrathful run? I could just do that any other run. I have nothing that consumes, but we probably get something, right? I mean, 40 early health can be okay. Although it's Seraph the Chase, so what are we looking at consumes? I mean, the Awoken one's a Wildwood Sap, which not the greatest. And not the greatest consumes. Brawler 1 is an awful start. Yes. Yeah, Brawler seems to be, Pyagro is great. Good troll, good troll. I like it. Titan's Gratitude. We got Mollusk Mage, so spell weakness isn't too bad. Armor. What are we getting here? Unit draft. 10 armor. We can do this. That there. Alright, so the problem I want to play... Do we want to play... Let's play Mollusk Mage here. Let's put you there. You're dying to Tethys. We just kill one off. And then what? Oh, we look down the bottom. Okay, so I kind of want to keep you alive. I also want to keep Stuart's alive. Kill both of those. I do have a Stuart coming, okay. I still want to put a Stuart there, though. I guess you're dead. Is there any chance... I don't think I've got any more Stuarts. That's where Dragories are good. Where's Shark? A little early for Shark, right? Just have to do it without the 7. Alright. Take 5. Draw Titan's Gratitude forehead. That's not Titan's Gratitude. I think we took that Pyre relic. Okay, give me my unit draft. Agent Avocado, no. If someone's playing on the beta server, there's some sort of sign down on the bottom left. I'm not exactly sure what it says, but it's beta something. Yeah, I'm thinking of Vine Mother. No worries, dude. It's probably not the best play, but, you know, gotta have some fun. Gotta have some fun. Can we make it work? We could probably make it work. Since you're in quarantine, are you allowed to order pizza if you're in quarantine? Endless Vine Mother? We're still working hollow in front of Tethys. And the mollusk thingy. I think that's it. Oh, they leave it on the doorstep. What do we want from Hollow? Bone Doggo is the goodest boy. Yeah. So for on one set, like it's really tough. Like, do you put Mollusk Mage on the same floor as Tethys? So that no, you want to put it on the spell weakness floor. So you want to put that upper floor, right? Does that mean we need another tank for it? Or do we just put more health on it and make it the tank? I don't know. Let's reroll. Make it large. Actually, okay with that. Just put some spikes on Awoken Hollow. Nah. Not with Chased. Haste. Taste is bad. Rage is bad. They have spikes. We have Tethys. I think so. Oh, they don't go anywhere. Can we use Stuart? We have to use Vine Mother here. We kill one, and then we can use Stuart, I guess. We won't get a sting then. And then we can't play the mollusk. We need Awoken. Okay. I mean, they won't haste though, so it's not that bad. It's bad. It's... Yeah, I need Sting Arties. Okay, regen. Okay. We have 2 turns to draw the lightning card, right? Or mollusk and something. When the 25 spell had been more damage. No, we got over a breakpoint, which allowed Tethys to get another hit in. It allowed our dude to get another hit in, and apply a spell weakness. We got over the breakpoint with the second last heal? Are you sure? I don't know. You could be right. Rail spike. No. Never rail spike. Oh, we ended with 9? There you go. Getting some basic stats on this dude would be good too, but... drinks. Alright, let's do it. Chunky boy. Chunk mother? No. Chunk mother. Chunk mother. Vine chonker. I'm gonna ever give her that. Is that enough for her? Yeah, we hardly ever seen Vine Mother, and then now we got 2. It's like the other day when we got offered 4 Shadow Sieges. I couldn't. What happened at the stop? Oh, it was the one where you choose the hammer, the locket, or the thing. And we took the hammer for capacity each floor. Because I made Awoken Hollow large, so if the bottom floor gets reduced, I can still get it in there. I wonder if I should go the other way around, like have her. No, I should be having him tank for Tethys. But she doesn't need to be top. She can just go here. Saying thick mother sounds illegal in most countries. Up that Daedalus. Hey, Alice, you right up there, mate? Like, you sure that's what you want to do? He's like, yeah, why? Oh, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. No problem. Piercing and Locket is... does it give piercing? The Locket doesn't give piercing though, right? Locket doesn't? No. I want some bigger heals, I think. Double stack regen pot? Nah, Seraph the Chased. You heard I like 5 damage cards? I do like 5 damage card. Wait, that's not enough. I've got a Crypt Builder in here. Feel free to draw it anytime. Now would be ideal. Oh, gift for a guard for all the stings. Good thing we took fire health? Yeah, it'd be dead if we didn't take fire health. With delivery fee and tip, it's like $7 more. Well, that guy's got it. So, if you go pick it up, versus the store gets an extra $7 minus the tip, because obviously that goes to the driver. So whatever the difference was without the tip, that's what the store's making to pay that driver. So they're losing money having to deliver it to you then instead of you going and picking it up. No, I'm not talking from your perspective. I'm saying from the store's perspective. That's not the store's fault. No, that's... I mean, you don't have to pay a server, but you've got a server on anyway. But that's why delivery costs so much more, because apparently the delivery drivers have this thing where they need to eat food and pay electricity and stuff. Yeah, it's not the store's fault that Adam can't go out. Don't most delivery services get injected by the... that depends if it's Uber delivery or something. Some of them have a different deal. If it's just like for pizza, most pizza places don't do Uber because they use their own delivery drivers. That'd be pretty cool though, a pizza place that did Uber. I don't think a fast food chain would do it that way though. Do I take one of these? I see Salafite for more spell weakness. Maybe Tethys will just get more spell weakness. If only somehow... So this is kind of a conundrum, right? Stings are going to give us the card draw, but then we're just going to draw more stings, so we probably don't need the energy for the zero-cost cards. But... Gifts for a guard. I don't want to play more cards, I guess I don't really have anything to dupe. Removals are good. Another units. Let's go spells. Let's pass on these girls today. When you're a Domino's driver, the motto of Drivers Oz, if you can't afford to tip, you can't afford delivery. It's funny because tips originally started as a way of rewarding good service, and having an attitude of, if you can't tip me, I'm not going to give you your product, doesn't sound very good service to me. I mean, I usually tip the delivery. If we got pizza delivered, I'd tip the guy here, if they were, nicely mannered. All they pretty much have to do is say, hi, how's it going? And I'll give the guy a tip here. And it's not customary. But, nice to flick someone a few extra bucks, right? If you can. Hey, Rufus. You've sometimes gotten pizzas sideways all the time. That's a training thing. They hold the handle of the bag. And they put the handles on the side. I've seen that so many times, and you have to walk up to the person and explain to them, no, you need to hold it upright, like, hold it like this. I wonder if I need to pivot to Frost. I'd prefer Frost so much more with this. I think so. No boss enemies get more attack. I don't know if I want that. The way tips work in US, you really should be tipping drivers away stuff. Again, like, I agree that if they provide good service, you totally should tip them because it's part of the system. But I know so many people tell stories, and I've been to the US a few times, so not as much as people that live there going out to food. When you get the wait staff that don't even deserve to get paid, let alone, get extra money from someone because their service is just so bad or their attitude is, that like the customer owes them for them being there. And then they get cranky if you give them a low tip. It's like, well, you're a really crappy server, And don't ask for much. It's a tough job. Being a food server is a tough job. So I don't ask so much as a customer. I just expect some, like, at least half an attempt at a smile when you take my order, and just no attitude, That's all. And, whereas, I'd give a bigger tip if someone was, made my stay a bit more pleasant, because after all, I am visiting their establishment. Minimum wage doesn't cover cost of wear on car or gas. Yeah, I mean, if your job's costing you money, you probably shouldn't do it. And I know it's easy to say, oh, don't do a job you can't afford, forehead, but Like, I started as a pizza driver, you know, when I was 20, and I did it for years, and I had an expensive, like a gas-guzzling car at the time, and when it came time for me to think about changing car, I really liked the job, so I got a car that was good on mileage. And I drove it gentle. And I treated it nice. You know? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, but there's definitely younger drivers that would come on and they would have their huge V8 engines and be revving it out and be like, dude, you just don't want to be doing that. You know, you're gonna kill your income. They're like, I don't care. Yeah, they just didn't care. Yeah, I don't understand how you can pay someone less than minimum wage. It's probably something that someone who lives in a country that has that system could explain, because you can't pay less than minimum wage over here. There's a reason why it's called minimum wage. That's the minimum you can pay, and you know, you can't pay less than that. It's illegal. Hey, Smas, how you doing, man? Paying less than minimum only if their tips take them over minimum. If they get no tips, the employer has to pay minimum. But do they declare their tips? Or do they just hide them then? Because that sort of incentivizes staff to just be like, I didn't get any tips tonight, boss. Because if it's on a credit card, then they know about it instantly, right? Because it goes through the register. I've seen that on the thing where you put the tip down on the credit card receipt. Yeah. I can deal 31 to this guy right now. A jerk. Get out. When they tip with a coupon. How does that work? What's tipping with a coupon? It doesn't work? They pretend... Oh, so it's a hoax. Hey, Lunoris, you're glad you're in Australia? Tips seem like an unreliable money source? Yes. It is. There were some nights as a driver, like I said, I did pizza delivery 20 years ago for a long time. And then more than delivery, but, you know, it's because I was a hard worker. The company recognized that. Said, Panz, we want to offer you more. That's a good boy. And I could make some good money on tips, but I always put it down to, and there was a lot of drivers that complained, they always just assumed that maybe I got the good houses And there's a couple of co-workers. One of my best friend, who also got extremely high. He got extremely high tips throughout the night. And the one thing we had in common, we both had the cleanest uniforms we could get every shift, no matter what. We drove respectfully in the areas of the houses we were delivering to, and we were very polite. Always said hello, asked if they were having a good evening, read their order back, did the right thing, offered to give change back straight away. Didn't assume we're getting a tip, and almost all the time people would be like, no, you keep it, or reach around quite often they'd also say, they'd reach around from behind the door stand and they'd give you a couple coins and say, oh, look, here's a little something extra. Just to have a smile and being courteous goes a really long way. You think they should be outlawed? More negatives than positives? Possibly, but I think it just comes down to that, like, what they were originally for was just to provide a little extra to a service staff to saying, hey, look, you did a really good job, here's a little something extra. My gifts regarding? Oh, a big heal. You tipped in Korea and it scared the service lady? There you go. Yeah, you don't tip in clothing stores. That sounds a bit silly. Yeah, okay. So a lot of the Eastern culture, they look at it as, if they're a service staff, that's their job, and they look at it as, like, that's their job. So it's their duty to provide good service. They get paid by their employer to do that job and to do it well. So it's like, for them, it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, they take it really seriously, doing a good job. Oh, we don't get to use spell weakness. Many of your co-workers were very rude and hurried and wonder why their tip sucked? Yeah, because essentially as the tip, you're asking someone to give you something. And it's a lot easier if you're really nice and not a jerkhole. When you say you tip in retail stores if service is good, does that seem weird for them? Like, how do people take it? Because it's not generally like what would happen, right? Like, you saying, like, if you go into a shoe store and the guy helping you try out a pair of Nikes or Reeboks does a really good job, and then when he rings you up, you give him a little bit extra? Yeah, totally mumble and tumble. I think they keep the change, though, like, for small amounts. It's more so, like, a lot of times it's more so that people just don't want the change. It's not like they're saying, like, if I paid, like, $28 for something, especially here, and I just said keep the change, it's because, one, yeah, sure, they can add it to their jar, and if they had every customer give them $1 over the course of the week, that's a decent amount of money, right? You wouldn't turn it down. But it's more so, I just don't want the coins in my pocket. And I don't buy that much that, oh, look, rich Panz, he can afford to throw away his coins. That's why I can, give away some coins here and there, because I don't go out that much and I don't buy some stuff. They were doing it when it was $5 to $20 worth of change. You got to wonder sometimes if they just miscalculated. Like, did their schooling let them down so much they didn't realize how much money they were offering? Do I want a silence here? Yes, I do. Oh, you're an Uber driver, aren't you, Super Soup? How does that work though? Like, I think that's a weird one as well though, because isn't the fares pre-booked in advance? So it's kind of, whereas if you pay when you have someone deliver pizza, you do the goods and money transaction right there, so it's kind of familiar to tip at the same time. Yeah, I mean, there's something to do with that, Gespins. And it's really hard for me to comment on that because obviously, like, I'm as white as can be, so I don't know what any sort of feelings that brings up, and so it's really easy for me to say in that situation. I mean, I used to get bigger tips as a young. I remember when I was a regional manager making really good money, and sometimes I'd just go help out a store if they were having an event day and do some deliveries, and I couldn't turn down tips because the customer doesn't know that, you know, I'm on really good money because of my job and I'm just doing some deliveries for the fun of it. They assume I'm a young delivery driver, because without the beard I'd probably look like I was 12 if I shaved my beard off right now. And I'd get tips because they'd be like, oh, this guy's, you know, he's just a delivery driver, he needs it. So, you know, I wouldn't turn it down. I'd be like, yeah, extra money. And I'd just put it in my pocket and walk away. You know, just take it. Take the money, dude. Be like, yeah, look at that guy. He misread this situation and now I got more money. And for if it makes any difference, I think I would prefer to have someone that was ignorant in the world be generous than be bigoted. Like negatively bigoted. You know what I mean? Like the way you described. I'd prefer them to be generous than hateful. They're still ignorant, so it's not the greatest, but lesser of two evils maybe? Again, it's really hard for me to comment because look. I want to hold over on the engraft. I want events. I want to remove cards. I can remove cards here. That's not removal. Bye, Stuart. When you were a waiter, you got a $100 tip for a coffee. Just an espresso, and that's it? You expect they wanted something else? Maybe they got me instead of the normal waiter. $100. There you go. Oh, and maybe some people just... It's really hard to tell. Like, you just don't know. Some people, maybe they just came into a windfall and they just felt that they wanted to share it. So they're like, you know what, I'm going to go get a coffee, and if the waiter's nice, I'm going to leave him $100. You add the credit tip afterwards? Few do. Yeah, because I think because what happens is they get to their destination and now they just want to get out of the car and go. So by changing it, it means they've got to stop and change it and stuff. And it sucks to be in your position because you get the raw deal out of that, right? We actually had a customer overpay when they're about to give them $35 in change. They said, oh no, sweetie, just keep buy yourself some nice clothes. You didn't think you ever wanted to throw an old lady to the curb harder? Yeah, man. I mean, I definitely see your point. But what if they were just being nice? Why did I hit reroll? Panz, pay attention. Did I even have the one that I wanted? I probably did. Panz, you're an idiot. Hey guys, you're in for a treat tonight. We're just throwing them away. Intention to ease, tone of voice, context and clues. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're working, you may be wearing a uniform, right? So, they don't know. Buy nice clothes, get nice food. I guess for me though, like when I started driving, I was very young, very young 20s. No, I was 20. And financially, I was in a position of many of my fellow 20-year-old peers. So whenever anyone offered a little extra money for me being polite to them and said, do something nice with it, I was like, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. And I went and treated myself. So it was more of, for me, it was more of a thank you. Like, I appreciate this so much. And I didn't care if they were looking down at me because at that stage I was driving a beat up clunker and, you know, it was a bit hard on my luck. You know, I was just doing my job and, okay, cool. Now I can go get a nice meal or, you know, upgrade something or just, you know, do something nice. And old people say sweetie, don't they? Man, I say sweetie. Panz, you're old. It happens. It happens. You did peak delivery in your mid-20s with a nice looking car that you bought with your last $1,100. Came with 200,000 miles. Wow, that's a lot of miles. Yellow 2001 Saturn, SC2, 2.5, nice. Spell shield? I don't think so. I don't want spell shield stuff. Yeah, that's right, replicates. Well, I mean, I tell you what we call each other over here, Gaspins, but I'd get kicked off Twitch real quick. I wonder if Mollusk Mage can block. Look at this Mollusk Mage. Just gonna take it like a champion. Get up there. Karen's? She doesn't deserve to be called that. I call my best friends that. Karen's not my best friend. Yoink! Do I hold out for the Crypt Builder, or do we just take this now? I mean, the Crypt Builder one-shots it, but... You know, let's be greedy. Embrace the greed, Panz. Ooh, okay. Oh no, I hit and graft. Ah, that's alright. Panz, don't heal the enemy, Panz. That's a bad move. Alright, let's burn these ones first, because... There you go. Oh, he's just dying? Oh! Mathematics is a wonderful thing. Look at that. You're going to be installing most of your new dash cam tonight when the sun goes down. Very excited. Why are you waiting for the sun to go down? Wouldn't it be easier to do it in daylight? I mean, I might just be asking a stupid question here, but it's what I do. I probably should have put that somewhere else, but it's just too fun donking that idiot. It was a good donk. There you go. Get that India. It's hot and you don't like sweating because you exist. That's a good answer, Super Soup. Oh, I need to get an unconsume on a consume card, right? Is that what we're doing here? And you are in a world of hurt, lady. Everybody's dying. There we go. Alright, so there's supposed to be a way to do this with Gifts of a Guard. And I think it's Ice Storm, and we're going to add plus 20, consume it, and then we're going to unconsume it. And then it can't be made consumable, right? And then we can Gifts for a Guard it 1,000,000 times. And hit Sarah for 5 million. Plus spell weakness. I don't know. If I dupe Gifts for a Guard and I Gifts for a Guard my Gifts for a Guard, that doesn't work, does it? Don't do that, Panz. Removing cards. Dupe Gifts. I don't want to dupe Gifts. Dupe Hook. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Yeah, we've hit it. That event's been around tonight. That event's getting around. And 3 passes, yeah. Whoa. Stupid Vine Mother. See if we can get through the spell shield, maybe. There's 3 different fell fights. That could be why. Man, seriously? Look at this. Look, 1 health. 1... Fine. Come on, game. I should have gone for that one. I could have killed it. And then dunked this one. Yeah. That was like the worst outcome, hey. We'll be fine though, we'll be fine. Come on, Fel. Alright, just settle with the fact that we're going to take 10 damage and get over it. Maybe you could have silenced it. You're right on the edge of buying Monster Train, but you really want it on your Switch. Have they said they're going to be doing Switch? Like, is that a thing? STS eventually made it. Yeah, they eventually... I love that. That's people's attitudes. They eventually got there. Jerks. Deck builders on Switch seem so natural. I haven't seen one in play. I've watched my son play Terraria. And the screen's so small. Like, I don't know how anyone does it. I can't remember when it ported to Switch. I know there was a bit of a pickup again on stream with it. Do I not have multi on this big boy yet? There we go. Yeah, you can take it anywhere. It's so good, like, it's such a great idea. Like, roguelike-ish games on Switch. Or... is there anything else? Do we have anything else portable-ish? That kind of does that job? Fel, why do you have to be there? I guess when I get to a big fight, we just don't play those heals because we're not in it for the rejuve, right? Vinegrass good? Yeah, Vinegrass was good. Is there only one spell to take? Oh, handful. Nice work, idiot. I could have had free stings. Ah, chat. Why didn't you tell me? They're all stings. Okay. Almost get there. Hang on, let's... Or misplay. Switch getting stolen is less of a major issue than a laptop. Ah, yeah, that's true. Tethys is the best 6 health unit in the game. Oh, come on, man. I got a special place in my heart for Hellhorn Prince. What are we taking now? Like, we take Kappa City and don't care? Yeah, train Stuart with a razor sharp enhancement. He's still rubbish. Maybe give him the advanced prototype and several razor sharp enhancements. Early game draw? I don't know. Are they buffing the Steward multi-strat thing on Beta Branch? I think so. I don't know how. Someone else said something about that. Oh, that one game 2 guys ago? Yeah. And then I lost it anyway. Okay. Is that how you do it? You won the fight, saved my pal like 40 points, yeah, and then lost the and then lost the run, right? I don't think anything else matters now, right? 5 times dupe. Hello, Mr. Historian. No? Maybe. Wait, is it too? It's too late for progress. For progress. So we're not doing the same old thing again, T to Veal. Apparently, Petty. Yeah. Do you want to? Here, Adam Sims, run this seed. I've been saying this for like the last 3 weeks. It's for an achievement as well. It gives you a third option, which is consume the card and open the chest with no health loss. Oh, purges the card, sorry, yeah, purge. Oh, boom! This is going a bit of okay. Yeah, you know what? Save some health, grab some gold. Go. It's a very stingy run. Wait. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Play some cards first, Panz. Doesn't consume. No, I've got Eternal Stone on it where it does not removes consume. Why is that a bug? Why they can't have consume added? Because there's not a third spell slot. That's what I'm thinking. That has to be it, right? Oh, let's make you silent so you can not grow. And then I'll do this. I don't know, T2VL. I just know this one interaction because it's amazing. Oh, if only we'd had a few more cards or a few less stings. Maybe I do need to dupe Disregard. Then we can run out of stings quicker. Remove consume becomes immune to consume, yeah. I could have healed the boss, yeah. Oh, I could have just healed the boss. Yeah, maybe it gets added, but then when you draw it, it re-refreshes it. I don't know. I did heal the boss. Did it help him? I'm just a nice guy. I'm in a good mood. I'm having lots of fun. I'm hanging out with cool people. Monster Train's an amazing game. Be generous. Share the love. Zap 3 is not good enough? Nah. What do we need Zap for? Cool people meaning you, T. DeVille. Yes. How do I go infinite with my Ice Storm? You can't with Consume, can you? Not even with the stings. we can get right down though. I wonder how. All right, how big can we make it? That's what she said. Oh, okay. So do we dupe the Ice Storm to have 2 of these, or do we dupe the gifts for a guard so we can try and get it right down? Dupe the card that's the Consume Bug card. Adam Sims. The one that's getting bugged or the one that we're bugging? The one that's doing the bugging. Sorry, not sorry? Okay. That's fair. Hey, we get magic power for it as well. That seems unnecessary. If I dupe the gifts, I can draw it and it gets consumed. Yeah, but it still gets me 3 cards a few extra times. I'm pretty sure it's draw. So if I only play the second gifts when I've got cards available in my draw pile, like in front of them, then we're fine. And then I can just wait to get one of them back again. I guess, maybe. Don't know. Don't overthink it, Panz. We want to get the deck down as light as possible so I can just play this every wave and just mess things up. I just don't care. You sneezed and gave an enemy unit damage shield. I'm sorry, Marcus, but that's funny. You should see some of the rubbish that I've managed to do without sneezing. Do we need Cuddlebeards? We probably don't, right? Remove Vine Mother. Pan's Gratitude's been a little bit awkward. I guess we just consume it though, right? It's a good, nice first spell. Holdover on Engraft. Just to punch an extra. I don't think we need it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll get consumed. Make one of these stronger just at the start. No, it's not spell consume Seraph. Oh man, that would be brutal. Trinkets to win this game? They can be, yeah. Yeah, there's very few that do turn 1. There's very few that kind of do stuff. You know, it's like they all do stuff or not, you know? They do stuff or not at all, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wonder if I can win without units. I mean, I've got to play them though, but you know what I mean? Like, if you had this deck with no units, could you make stuff happen? Doing 4k damage with no units. Yeah, I know. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, why didn't we draw that? Drawing that sucks. Zero cost gifts to a guard. Can we just freeze it? Oh no, it's not freeze, that's the thing. Really didn't want to draw that one this early. Maybe we did want to draw it this early. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, drawing it just means we're purging 3 other spells super quick, which is exactly what we want to do, right? I just want to keep something to heal the little guys. I want to keep him healthy as well. I think we're going to stay healthy if we play cards. I do need to think about the heal on Tethys though. Maybe. Maybe this falls into that thing. Do I need units? All heals. All heals. It's a little rough. You see the money card, play the money card. Yeah, that's a fair call. See money card, play money card. I get my a 5 times. Man, seriously, I can't. Okay, we're gonna get it. This is good. This is very good. So just have a heal. Stay alive. Everything's fine. Nice. Now it costs 0. Could die. Okay. We have no cards. We play a sting. And another sting. And we play this. And we draw into them. And it's now 675 damage a throw. Alright. Well, that's the final wave. How come my storm doesn't get consumed? Because I put I could put plus 20 consume, and then I put a eternal stone, which is add 1, remove consume. So it removes the consume. Isn't that nice? Play 2 stings, play the gift for the guard. Now it's 88. Nice. 128 times 5 into spell weakness. Yeah, that's a get wrecked idiot moment, right? Get wrecked idiot. Oh. Hey, and Vine Mother and Petty Theft. I can't believe I hadn't had Petty Theft up there yet. Just Snow White mess out of Sarah's face, yeah. Oh, oh! They're closing in. What's the silver? We got time. Let's squeeze another one out. Big Sludge. I've had 2 goes at Big Sludge. Came close. Been winning a bit lately. I like it. I like it. Something's clicking. And been winning with memes too. That's even better. And you can win with memes.